Congresswoman Gabby Giffords launching a national gun control initiative. This comes 2 years after a gunman killed 6 and injured 13, including Giffords, at a shopping center in Tucson, Arizona. Giffords recently paid a visit to Newtown, Connecticut, but one Newtown legislator told the former representative, "Stay out," saying Giffords is politicizing the massacre. Our next guest says he has the answer to gun control. Joining us now is Arthur Heyhoe from the Florida Coalition to Stop Gun Violence. Arthur, welcome to the program. We want all sides of this debate. And I want you to tell us what's the first thing you would do? What do you want, the primary deal, to stop this kind of event happening again? What's job one to you?
A comprehensive background check for everyone that buys a gun.
Okay. And we don't have that at the moment?
No, we sure do not.
So that would include gun shows and private sale of one gun to another, a private individual. You want every gun sale background checked, right?
If that could be possible. The only people that have comprehensive background checks are law enforcement. But when you buy one at a gun store, you don't get a comprehensive check. You just get a check.
Would this take new legislation at the state level or the federal level?
It would take something that has to be done at the federal level.
However,
we've done a lot of work.
Let me just go back to this Newtown situation. What you're proposing, background checks for everybody who tries to buy a gun, that wouldn't have prevented the Newtown tragedy, now would it? Because young Mr. Lanza, he got the guns from his mother, who legitimately owned them.
No, it wouldn't, but just because it's not a perfect system is not a good excuse for not doing it.
Is there anything else you'd do? What's job two?
Well, assault rifles, that's for sure. High capacity ammunition clips. But, you know, to make people accountable for the weapons they buy and where they go to the next person is very important. In Florida, we're finding that guns and business don't mix. And we've always done a lot of work in that area for businesses.
Hi, sir. This is Charles Payne. I've heard people say what you're saying with respect to these background checks, but what exactly are you looking for and exactly what are you going to do? The reason I bring that up, let's say someone's on an antidepressant drug. Do they not get a gun license?
Well, they don't know. If they're not on a ban list for buying, you can be a mental patient and still get a gun.
So then what's the point?
Well, again, we're back to the your logic is because it's not perfect, we shouldn't do it.
No. No. Well, hold on a second. I mean, Charles's question is valid. If somebody is on a drug regimen and they apply for a gun and there's a background check, would they be prevented from buying a gun with that background check if they were on some kind of antidepressant drug, for example? Would they?
No.
No. Well,
they wouldn't be on the no. They wouldn't be on the no-buy list.
So, on what? How do you get on the no-buy list?
It's very difficult. You know, you've got to be admitted. You've got to be treated by a doctor, and it's very complicated.
So, do you want a break? Do you want a break in the privacy system, where what goes on between a therapist and a patient is totally private and would not be intruded upon by a gun background check? You see, I'm just trying to make this easy.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, well,
that's part of the problem.
It is indeed part of the problem. So would you break the privacy rule?
I don't know. I have never dealt in that deeply into that particular subject.
So if everybody had a background check, that would not necessarily prevent some of the events that we've seen happening, would it?
That's right. But as I say, that just because it's not perfect is no reason for not doing it.
It just doesn't, with all due respect, it just doesn't sound like you've got the answer. It sounds like you've got a step that we can take, and you're saying, yes, the background checks need to be better, and we need to do them anyway, but isn't there a better answer here?
No, a comprehensive background check along with the registration of the firearms, along with other action is going to help. But, you know, nothing is 100% perfect.
Okay. Look, Arthur, we appreciate you being with us. We're trying to get some answers here. I think everybody's moving in the same direction. We want answers. We want to stop this kind of thing happening again, period. Obviously, we do. And we appreciate your input into the debate. We'll like to have you back again. Thanks very much indeed. Arthur Heyhoe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Another victory for the